Hey there, race fans. It's Race Day Top 5 with me, Frank 5. I'm currently on the road right now. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina because I am apartment searching and very close to signing an apartment to move down here in about a month or so. But I want to give a quick recap about what's been going on so far in Daytona Speed Weeks as the season's about to kick off Sunday with the Daytona 500. I feel like I give a quick recap of what's been going on. So the first main topic was qualifying night was Wednesday for the front row for the Daytona 500, and Hendrick Motorsports struck gold yet again as Hendrick Motorsports has swept the front row with the defending NASCAR Cup Series champion Kyle Larson finishing the year as a champion and now starting on the pole for the Daytona 500. The first time he has ever started on the pole for a super speedway and first time in the Great American Race. And for the fifth year in a row, Alex Bowman's on the front row. Boy, Hendrick Motorsports, they sure know how to qualify. All of their cars were in the top five. However, a top four chance by all those guys was kind of ruined by Eric Almirola, but the 10 car definitely had the speed in it. So those guys were really strong qualifying. They're always strong qualifying every year. So again, Larson and Bowman on the front row for the Great American Race. The second thing to bring up is the two teams that needed to qualify Wednesday night to lock themselves into the Daytona 500. They were Noah Gragson for Beard Motorsports and Jacques Villeneuve for the new Team Hesselberg that's piloted by Rayum Brothers Racing. What a great accomplishment by both these guys. Of course, last year Noah Gragson tried to make the 500 but did not make the race because he crashed out in his duel, and Jacques Villeneuve tried to make this race back in 2008 with the same car number he has right now in 27, but he got right out. So both of them are in the Great American Race for this upcoming Sunday. Then last night in the duels, we had a sweep of Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. Yes, that's right. The Roush Fenway Keselowski cars bringing their A game as they swept the duels. Brad Keselowski winning duel number 1 and Chris Buescher winning duel 2 after contact late in the last lap of the race off turn 2 that knocked Joey Logano into the outside wall and took him out of contention for the win and forced the 22 to a backup. But those Roush Fenway Keselowski cars, very, very strong so far. Then the other storyline is the drivers that raced their way into the 500. They included Kaz Grala and Greg Biffle. Kaz Grala in Duel 1 was in a great position to make it in, but he lost the draft, and then when pit stops happened, he got penalized for speeding and had to serve a penalty and was now 2 laps down with no chance of catching J.J. Yaley. But on the last lap, Grala and the group passed Yaley, who was at the time on the same lap as Kaz Grala. Grala got by Yaley and was able to race his way into the 500 for the new Money Team Racing, which is owned by Floyd Mayweather. So big accomplishment by them. And then in duel number 2, Greg Biffle stayed with the leaders for the entire night and got New York Racing Team into the Daytona 500. And he had a pretty good race car, he said. He out Timmy Hill, both of Carl Long's drivers don't make the Daytona 500. And one thing I noticed about last night's race with this next-gen car, the pit stops were interesting. The first race with only one lug to put on the wheels of these cars. The draft, these speeds, they're not as fast as what they used to be in the past at 200 miles per hour. They're running about 191 to 188 for the most part, kind of what we used to see in the mid-2000s to early 2000s, those types of speeds. And one thing I noticed, don't lose the draft, because a lot of guys last night lost the draft and were not able to catch back up without a caution. And we didn't really have any caution until the end of the race. So they're going to have to work really hard Sunday to stay with the draft. So those are storylines that we've had so far. Very interesting duels. I think we're going to learn a lot more Sunday. Could be a little bit of a tame race this year because it's a new car. And like 2013, we ran high side all day long. I don't think we'll do that. We'll mix it up. But we're going to learn a lot about this car before we get ready to take this thing to Talladega. So far I'm excited. I can't wait to watch the trucks in just a few moments. We got the Xfinity Series tomorrow and the Daytona 500 Sunday. I hope you're all as excited for the season as I am. Subscribe, like. Congrats to Hendrick Motorsports on front row. Both the Roush Fenway Keselowski cars winning their duels. And those drivers that were able to qualify for the Daytona 500. See ya!